limbo. She said she not a, she an.
Okay, Coach. Well, we are about a $50 cab ride away from Midtown Manhattan at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between our visitors and the New York Jets. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports.
Good work, boys. Let's go. Let's go.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
You better break. I'm letting you know right now, you better break. Hey, lock it.
They'll run on 1st down. Corbin, it's a loss of 4 on that first play, and it's 2nd down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Operating from the gun, Herbert. He finds Corey Davis. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. That one, a gain of 20 and a 1st down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
Yeah, that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
A lane opens up that time as he'll be brought down just short of a first after a gain of about 9. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 7.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard.
Let's go, Heavy. Heavy, what you got? What you got, Heavy? What you got, Heavy? Give me some. Give me some. Here we go. Save. Check. Go on.
2nd and 1. He's going to let this one go deep. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Well, they certainly didn't waste any time throwing some deep passes here. For the defense, it wasn't unexpected. They told their secondary, be ready. You're going to be tested all night by this team.
This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. They'll try and run for it with Penny. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. And 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue. Had a chance to maybe limit them to 3 if they could have gotten that stop there, but a new set of downs.
And with a new set of downs, you got to take the mentality of the whole thing. Right now, everyone's looking at the offense and saying they've got the advantage. The best defenses just say, okay, new set of downs, gives us another chance to make a play ourselves and maybe change things up.
Here we go.
On 1st down, Herbert going for the deep ball. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had the fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. Now this one complete to Corey Davis. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. That was play number 7 on this drive, and it got him 7 yards. It's been a 7-play opening drive, and this is 3rd and short.
Let's go. Let's bring it. Let's bring it.
Back to throw. Herbert. Open man is Westbrook, complete. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Pretty solid start for the rookie here on this first drive, Charles.
Able to have some confidence, stepping back into the pocket, move around a little bit, find open receivers, and deliver. That just means his confidence is going to continue to grow because he's getting more and more comfortable with each completed pass.
They'll try and run for it with Penny. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
2nd and goal, and Penny standing by himself in the backfield.
What we got?
2nd and 5. And incomplete.
Well, it certainly appears that they're going to try and keep getting him the football. It's the 3rd time they've looked in his direction. Unfortunately, haven't completed one yet, but I'm not sure they're going to shy away from him. They feel like they've got something there, and they want to capitalize on it.
I think you're right. We're only in the first quarter, so a lot of opportunities ahead. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? Looking to throw. Herbert to the goal line, but it's incomplete. So it's been a long drive. They've held the ball for quite a while. Now what do you do here?
Well, to me, at this stage, after this drive, this close to the goal line, 3 points would be a letdown. I'm going for it here.
And Lutz puts this one through. Well, after marching down the field, only getting 3 there, kind of feels like a win for the defense.
And it does. They'll go to the sideline feeling a lot better that they didn't give up a touchdown after the march against them. But if I were the offense, I wouldn't hang my head over that one. That's a good drive, and 3 points were put on the board.
Let's go. Let's go. Let's go.
At their own 24-yard line.
Here we go, here we go, here we go. 180! 65, 65.
Runs the slant.
Sit hot! Sit hot!
The former second-round pick, this is Joe Mixon, takes this to the 27, give him 4 yards.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down, a very solid gain on that play.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Man out.
Sit hot!
There's Garoppolo to throw. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. A gain there of 21 yards.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice
I
game.
was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target, and he's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
Here we go, here we go, here we go. 180! 21, 21.
He's done right here.
Sit hot!
Now on 2nd and 16, Garoppolo. He's going to find his tight end, Boyle. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Hey, alert! 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 Sit hot!
On 3rd and long, it's Garoppolo. A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Good positioning, and it's picked off.
Intercepted by the Chargers. They'll take over 3rd
Chargers in good field position to start out. 1st and 10, right at the 50-yard line.
You gonna see me in your nightmare. Check nickel, nickel, nickel. Slam, slam, slam.
They'll toss it to Penny. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Hey, dude.
Here's a 2nd and 7. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield as it turned out. Couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight. Unable to find anyone open.
The Chargers on 3rd down. They've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7.
56, the mock boy, 56. Check 56. Come on, dude. Check your hot read. Check 52. Showing up, showing up. Check 26, check 26.
Ready?
Back to throw. Herbert flush to his right. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
Oh, boy, partner, did that just happen? I've got my hand over my eyes right now because, like him, it's going to haunt my dreams, too. He was wide open. How did he overthrow him there?
Defensively, just very lucky. You know that they got away with one there. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They trail 3-0 after the INT last time led to a field goal, but now another fresh start here, 1st and 10. Looks like he's going to get a couple here on this 1st down carry, and that'll make it 2nd and 8. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 22-yard line.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Watch one, watch one. Let's go, D.
65.
Let's go, D.
To throw, it's Garoppolo. Going top shelf for... Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A 1st down there on a pickup of 25.
Here we go. 21.
At the 47-yard line.
On 1st down, Garoppolo. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Patrick Chung. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their own 42. Throwing to start the drive. Herbert, this is the tight end, Njoku. 18 big yards on that one, and a Charger first. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Check. Hey, exit.
2nd and 6. Oh, nearly picked. And maybe lucky there. This guy doesn't drop many defensively. 3rd down.
I would say it'd probably be a good idea for him to reintroduce himself to his receivers at the half because they're definitely on different wavelengths. But I also don't advocate waiting that long. Next series before you get out there. Hey, let's get together, guys. Let's get this thing moving.
And now the third down throw incomplete as well.
Let's go ahead and try and get into the body and the mind of the linebackers. Yeah, I know they're bigger and stronger than I ever was, but in this situation, they understood what was going on as much as the offensive guys. Because the offensive guys are always taught, find the first down sticks and make the play. On defense, what do you want to do? Guard the first down line. Make sure they don't get there and tackle them in front. They were able to drop in their zone coverage, figure out where the first down line was, and end up making the play, swatting it away so they couldn't get the completion.
Here we go.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week, not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy. I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Here we go.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. And he's got Rodgers. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice gain.
I'm going back to you. I'm going back to you.
Nixon will try the right side. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they've bottled him up throughout the game, because that was his longest run of this contest.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half, as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. Throwing on first is Garoppolo. He'll find his running back, Joe Mixon. Just a 1-yard pickup on the play, and that'll make this a second down. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9.
51, Mike, 51. Check.
Now Garoppolo. Rodgers brings it in. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 23.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Now Joe Mixon. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard. And the return goes up to his own 17-yard line. Now the Jets going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime.
Go now.
The Charger drive about to get going. Now they're about to come up on drive number 4, but so far just 2 field goals on drives 1 through 3.
Wondering if the head coach has talked with his offensive coordinator and said, look, let's go ahead and press this a little bit. I'm giving you 4 downs on just about every occasion to try and get this offense kick-started and have it culminate in touchdowns. You know, maybe somebody to press it a little bit. This might be the case.
A run there on first down and a pretty good one of 5 yards, so make it 2nd and 5. Benardrick McKinney there to make the stop. Off play action. Herbert. Looking long for Westbrook. And that's caught inside the 35. Now, the Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Looking to throw. Herbert. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24.
Mike 55, Mike 55, Mike 55. Pick it up.
Look at me. Go.
Hey, watch it. Watch it.
Get it.
Back to throw. Herbert flushed out right. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now. Corey Davis, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the gun, Herbert. Completes it to Davis. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 4-yard line.
Down. 18 Gator. Go. And 5.
They'll look to throw again. The quick slant caught. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. From 4 yards out. And the Chargers, they're able to widen their lead. The touchdown all set up by the big play 1 snap before, but they finish it off here with a shorter completion, this time for the score.
I like how they stuck with what got them there, right? The big pass play. Got the momentum going, right? You create it with a play like that, and you come right back with another pass play to finalize things off.
At their own 25-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Time here for likely 1 play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will they be calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows? I'd love to be a fly on the wall for this one, though.
Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3.
All day, baby. Let's go. Let's go.
Here we go.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution, or did they think they were just bad plays to call? We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. Mixon with a first down carry. And they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down.
But these guys are going to chop into that deficit. They're going to have to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
Again, it's Mixon. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down.
Bringing up 3rd and 12.
Two running plays, each lose a yard. They'll need to do much better now on 3rd and 12. From the gun, it's Garoppolo. He finds his running back, Mixon. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. They'll get 11, but still a little short. 4th down. Here's the Jets punter now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return. And the Chargers will be backed up deep to begin their drive as they take over 1st and 10. The Charger drive about to get going. And they will start this drive with just terrible field position, backed up inside their own 5.
But we have seen teams be bold here and take shots, right? Sometimes you go max protection, make it a one-receiver route, and take your shot downfield and see what happens. And occasionally, we've seen success occur.
So a much rosier picture now after that last play. Here's 1st and 10 at the 19-yard line. Looking to throw. Herbert got an open man. That's David Njoku, the tight end. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. Give him 15 yards on that one and a Charger first down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
On the ball. 56 to Mike, boy. 56. Check 56. Let's go, D. Big series right here. We got to step it up. 56, let's go. 56.
Back to throw. Herbert. He gets it to his running back, Rashad Penny. And deep he goes into Jets territory before being taken down. A big play there on the catch and run. 56 yards.
First down, Los Angeles.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. 7 consonants, 1 vowel. Here's Juszczyk. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
They've definitely established a rhythm on this drive, moving the ball quite well. And big man with football is an integral part of the whole thing.
Ready up.
55, Mike, 55. Hey, E.
Yep.
I know he ain't got it. Wide, get wide. Mike, 55. Right there.
Red defense.
On second down, here's Penny. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down.
Lobo.
Check 55 to Mike. Watch the run.
Shoot.
From the gun on third down. Herbert. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
Here we go. 180. 21.
Let's go one.
One, Omaha.
Mike,
Back near his goal line. Here's Garoppolo. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And did he get in? No, they'll mark him down at the 1-yard line. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Suddenly it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. Penny will try to punch it in. And he will get in across the chalk for a Chargers touchdown. Rashad Penny, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Chargers capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. They'll try and throw for it. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Tough there. Good pass. Hit the hands. He just couldn't bring it in.
And every receiver's coach everywhere. Seeing that play, focus, focus, focus. Watch it all the way in and tuck it away.
This one taken from the 7. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
A false start backs them up 5, 1st and 15. Play action. Garoppolo. He's going to rifle one deep left side. He's got a man. Complete. Big yardage that time for the Jets. 41 yards. Obviously, they're not where they want to be right now on the scoreboard. Big plays like that, though, that'll trend them in the right direction.
Yeah, a few more like that, they'll be right back in the game. And if they can continue to do that, maybe they'll inspire their defense as well and get a few stops.
Yeah, boy, this defense, again, really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Watch one. Hey, alert. Watch the pass.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Garoppolo. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. That's incomplete. Nearly another pick. My goodness.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. So now 3rd and 10. A big play to start the drive, but nothing since. To throw is Garoppolo. They'll set up the screen here to Mixon. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. Not at all what they envisioned on 3rd down. 3 yards in the wrong direction.
11.
Let's get it.
1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down. Garoppolo to throw for it on 4th. Open man, Smith-Schuster, it's complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. A Jet 1st down, 18 big yards that time. Garoppolo now. Perfect since the 2nd half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Garoppolo. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's second down. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. They blanketed the field.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Nick Bosa. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beat.
And now here is another interception. Picked up by Brian Body Calhoun. And he will bring this all the way back out to midfield. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the second week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the fourth quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
You better be afraid of me. Rush in, rush in, rush in. Back, back, back. Mike 5-5.
2nd and 11. Escaping the pressure right. He'll take a shot for the end zone. Oh, he almost had it for the pick. A great chance there for the interception in the end zone. Instead, 3rd down. The Chargers on 3rd down, 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 11.
56, the mark, boy, 56. Check 56. You got nothing.
Off the play fake. Herbert. This one caught by Davis. And they do get this across midfield to the 49, but a small consolation prize as he's well short of the first.
Whether you're playing West Coast offense or not, one of the maxims of the West Coast offense is you're either throwing a touchdown or a check down. In other words, look for the big shot, but be smart. And I think they did exactly that on that play. They didn't get the first down, but they're taking care of the ball well.
Yeah, and being rightly cautious with that lead here in the second half.
Here we go.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And, okay, all right, I'm being facetious here. But you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Nice game there, partner, but you and I both know that won't do anything for the final score. They're not going to win this one. Right now they're playing for pride and fantasy points.
And just to erase that goose egg, nobody wants to be shut out.
Here we go, here we go.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Working from the gun, Garoppolo. He's airing it out for Williams. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden the secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked by Trayvon Mullen. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. That turnover might just about do it. Here, fourth quarter, the lead that you've got, they can just run the football, run the clock.
Exactly right. They played smart, couple of first downs, and this one should just about be over.
They'll start on the ground. It's Rashad Penny. And he's got a first down and then some at midfield. A terrific run there by Penny. Give him 42 yards on the ground. Big run here in the fourth as they continue to wear down this defense.
And that's when the offensive line coach clicks onto the headset and says, head coach, offense coordinator, let my guys fire out and hit people. We're wearing them down. Let's finish them off with the running game.
56, Mike, 56.
Throwing on first down. Herbert. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. Corey Davis, his first touchdown on the year. And the Chargers, they're able to widen their lead. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning? Right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
This is fielded at the goal line. And they'll start in a hole here as he's brought down at the 11-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Garoppolo now. And now here is another interception. Picked by Kevin Byard. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
And he'll take this down for about 4 yards, down to the 15.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. They'll keep it on the ground. Corbin. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
6 guard, check 6 guard.
On 3rd down, Corbin. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. So now the field goal unit trots out there for the 3rd time tonight. And Lutz's kick is good. And that will push the lead up from 26, and it grows up to 29. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the fourth.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember.
And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. Devin Bush charging hard from that linebacker spot, and he drops him for a loss of 11. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. A toss play to Mixon. And they'll hit him for a loss as he's back to his 2-yard line. Give him a loss of 6 yards, and it brings up 3rd down.
Oh, partner, that play brought back memories. Watching them string it out, letting the runner get all the way to the sideline area, but not letting him get out of bounds. They formed that picket fence and didn't allow him through.
Not only that, got him for a loss as well here. And one of the reasons they lead in the fourth quarter, plays like that.
Yeah, it took a little more time off the clock, making him do it that way, didn't they?
From his end zone, Garoppolo on 3rd and long. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. Call it a gain of 5. And that's going to bring up the 4th down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
And unable to break away, they stop him a few yards shy. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Chargers will get the football back in excellent field position.
Down. 10 Tucson.
Hey, eat. Let's go, defense.
Shoot.
Victory formation time for the Chargers. They take a knee.
A loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11.
Ready.
At the
18.
26-yard line.
Stay with